Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 25th of February 2018. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot for today's reading, and I'm going to choose 3 cards to give you an idea of what the energy is about and really to have a look at what the cards want you to know for the day. So we have the Two of Swords, Justice, and Temperance. Okay, interesting. So 2 major arcana cards are big themes, and then a minor arcana card. The Two of Swords represents someone who is kind of blocked off in their own feelings. Usually it's a woman sitting in front of this giant lake or ocean with her arms across her chest and the swords kind of stretching out from her hands. She's blindfolded. She doesn't see what's going on. She's protecting herself. She's defensive. She's in defensive mode. Her thoughts are negative. Emotionally, things are flat. And really, she's shut off from the world. And she's shut off from her own feelings and her own inner vision, her own mind's eye. And there's just this sense of being stuck and not being connected and not seeing what's going on. In this case, we have a woman who is really ruled by the moon, and in the tarot the moon often represents fear. So the fear of being free, and the fear also, we have 2 birds here, the fear of partnership and that never happening, the fear of loneliness. She's sitting by this lake, so this is like the lake of eternal sadness from the Never-Ending Story almost. It's water that doesn't move. It's kind of swampy as well. There is beauty in it. We've got these lotuses which have to work their way through the mud to get out to the top, to the surface. So there's always hope, but there's a sense of emotional flatness and there's a sense of being stuck in a sense. She's there with her cat, so she's not totally alone. She's got company, but there's a sense of her mourning a little bit, and there's a sense of her contemplating what could have been when it comes to her relationships. And these 2 birds are kind of flying away, and those are other people who are happy and who have made it. She's under the stars, so she's really imagining what could be. She's not quite certain of what's going on with her life, what the future holds. She's still dreaming, but she's in a place between feeling blue and isolated and stuck in her life, and between this place of anything is possible. The growth is achievable. The sky's the limit. The 2 swords are here next to her, firmly planted in the ground. Negative thinking. And again, 1 and 2 is a relationship, isn't it? So the negative thinking about relationships. So that's what's being contemplated here. Why did this not work out? Why am I single? Why is this relationship not changing the way I wanted to change? What could I have done differently to be happy and to be, you know, on a yacht somewhere smiling and laughing like all the other people on TV, looking gorgeous and happy? It's about comparing yourself to other people, feeling alone, and feeling like you've lost out in some way. The next card is Justice. Justice is the karma card. It's what you put in, you get back out. It's perfect balance. Yin Yang, Sun and Moon. Both eyes kind of seeing into the world, and really the fact that she's got these lights shining out of her eyes means that what we create, I love the fact that she has this castle and these lights coming out of her head, because what we create in our heads isn't just this isolated thing. Our heads vibrate at a certain frequency, and we do shine light out of our minds. We do send out vibrations, and whatever we think about, we create on some level. So what we're doing here is we're undecided. Am I sad and lonely and looking at the past? Or am I looking at the future and what could be? Then we have a card which says whatever you put out, if you're in the dark, like down there, or if you're in the light, up here, then you create that reality. So today is a very powerful day to manifest and to create. And the problem is that you don't really know where you're at. You don't know which direction to take. That's what the Two of Swords is about. It's about being stuck. So this isn't particularly helpful, the fact that you're able to manifest your reality, because you don't know whether you should contact a lover from the past and say, oh my God, I just found you on Facebook after 10 years of looking, and I want to pick things up again because I thought you were the right one. Or whether you should say, the past is done with. Yes, I've had bad experiences, but I'm looking to the future and I know the best is yet to come. The answer is you're not going to get a response by trying to figure this out, by thinking it through and analyzing it. What you know is that the universe has your back and that the universe wants you to succeed. So that's where the Temperance card comes in. And the Temperance card says, get vulnerable with what you're doing. Same woman, just subtraction of the clothes. She's getting vulnerable in terms of what's happening within her life. And she's detoxing. She's letting go of the negativity. And rather than sitting in a swamp and just letting it influence her, what she's doing is she's adding water to the swamp and it's starting to flow. And it looks much lighter and brighter. The moon has been replaced by the sun. So by letting go of the past, that's the answer. Don't contact the person from 10 years ago on Facebook. Look to the future and the good things that can happen. And deliberately make a choice that you're going to be positive instead of negative. Let go of the things that have hurt you, draw a line under them and say, okay, it didn't work out, but there is hope for the future. Be honest with yourself about that and accept the things that haven't worked and let them go. And a thing I always questioned when people said to me, oh, just let it go. I said, well, how do I let things go? You know, it's like scratch marks on the desk, me trying to let go of things. There's a wonderful video on YouTube called 4 Ways of Letting Go, and it's by this Buddhist monk, but he's a Westerner, and so don't be put off. If you put in the 4 ways of letting go and you see this this Western man dressed as a Buddhist monk, that's the wrong thing. It's not. That's the right video. And he really goes into specific ways of letting go of things and freeing yourself of the past. And Temperance is a card that says that if you let go and if you detox these things, then you can move forward, and you can move forward to a place of enlightenment and happiness. So we've got the birds flying, we've got the sun coming out from behind the clouds. So the point is that you're not going to be given an answer via your feelings and your intellect. It's going to just keep you stuck today. You're going to be conflicted and you're not going to know which way to turn. So you've got to deliberately pick something and pick the positive and pick the future. Pick the light, pick the sun, pick the yin or the yang, whichever one it is, the white one, the positive one, and focus on creating a positive future and look ahead rather than backwards. Let go of the past and move forward and realize that the universe does want wonderful things for you, regardless of what's happened in your life. And it's only by letting go of things that have happened that you're able to move forward. So yes, there will be conflict. So you're going to have to deliberately just trust that things can be better, and you're going to have to manifest positive things in your life by thinking positive thoughts. So make a list of what you want in a relationship, the ideal partner, characteristics at the bottom right, or what the universe wants for me, or someone beyond my wildest dreams, or someone who I could never even imagine coming into my life. And make that your list, burn it, send it out into the universe if it's about relationships. Look to the future. If you're trying to manifest anything in another part of your life, then think positively about what could be and meditate and connect with your higher power, because that always brings in the loving energy of the universe, and that kind of clears out these negative thought patterns which are created by the ego and which are designed to keep you stuck. So today is about detox. It's about having a quiet kind of time to yourself and manifesting good things for the future so that you can move ahead. We've also got a moon building up to becoming a full moon at the moment. So there's a sense of the pace is picking up. The energy is building. So use that building energy to kind of lift yourself out of the situation and to allow yourself to fly and to be free. We've got birds in each card here, and it's about your personal freedom, and you can't fly and be free if you're looking behind you. You can only fly and migrate to Africa if you're looking forward and if you're using your energy to move ahead in your life and to trust that there's something better out there for you. Number-wise, we've got 2, and what's this? Justice is 8, so that's 10. And then we've got 14, so that's 24. 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opportunity. So today is an opportunity to manifest positive things in your life, but you've got to make a choice to manifest positive things, otherwise you're going to manifest negative things. So turn things around deliberately and force yourself to look at the future. It's brighter than the past. And the past is already written, you know, the ink is dry. The future is still yet to be determined. And you can make that whatever you want. But you can only make that whatever you want if you don't schlep the whole past with you and if you don't carry all this negative baggage along with you. So let it go today. Give yourself a clean slate and move to the future with a sense of optimism, positivity, and enthusiasm. So I hope you have a great Sunday. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.